My name's Eliza. Yeah, I know. Mum and Dad were mad keen on my fair lady. Not Eliza Doolittle. Eliza does too much. Yeah, I've heard 'em all. Anyway, listen up. You might learn something. There I am in my favourite wine bar, Vino Collapso, blind dating the most boring man on earth. What a bunch of lies his small head was. I needed an escape from. So, while Duncan or Dougal or whatever his name is shuffles off to the bar, I whip out my mobile, furiously text Julia and tell her to ring me pronto with some invented baloney about an office crisis. I simply must go back and sort it out. Well, imagine my rising panic as his dumbass drones on about sales targets or something, but no call from Julia. Nightmare. Turns out my texting skills were so crap I'd actually written, "He'll run me quack with problem on face." Julia assumed I was married and ignored her.
What's she on about?
And it's not the first time my cack-handed texts have landed me in trouble either. I'm in Frederico's having a sneaky wash and trim at lunchtime when I suddenly remember the presentation I was meant to email the boss, Dragon Breath as we call it, at some la-di-da conference in Milan. I nearly jump out my chair. Cynthia narrowly misses burying the scissors in my cranium. I text Julia back at the office, so fast I chip her nail, and she saves my life. Well, in my panic, I'd only misspelled the file name, hadn't I? Julia sent the wrong document, and the boss had stood up in front of a 200-plus audience with the wrong slides behind her. She made a right ass of herself, apparently. I ended up getting 2 hairdryer treatments in one day. Not to be recommended.
I've got to sort out my texting. Unfortunately, it's Gerald the office geek, all hair and halitosis, who comes to my aid. He starts blathering on about T9. I think he's talking about the tin doggy from Doctor Who, or the latest range of Lancome lipsticks. But it's a predictive text messaging system, apparently. My eyes glaze over before he's even finished a sentence.
Back at home, drowning my sorrows with a bottle of V&A and dreading Dragon Breath's return, when Gerald's dribble about T9 floats back into my head for some reason. I go online, find out more about it, and give it a go. It's like magic. Only one keystroke per letter instead of the usual 59. And the words just transform themselves before your eyes. It's so much quicker. Too much quicker, as it turns out. Pretty squiffy and elated at my newfound skills, I type the words "I love you" and, without thinking, stupidly, so stupidly, text them to he who should not be mentioned ever again. My recently chucked ex-boyfriend, before falling asleep on a sofa watching It's a Wonderful Life for the umpteenth time. Will I ever learn? I'm going to have to do some nifty texting to get myself out of this one.